Hi everybody, I'm Spike Brave, and in this tutorial I'd like to give you a detailed look at the social functions available in MechWarrior Online. As I've said in several of my videos, I am a solo player. I do like to play alone, but I do want to show you how to use these tools so that if you would like to join a unit or use these tools to coordinate with your friends, you know how to use them and give you a start at perhaps building your own unit or participating in community warfare. So first, let's start by talking about the Friends tab. So this accordion on the right here has friends, unit, alerts, and looking for groups. Let's talk about friends first. As you can see, I have my list of friends. If you would like to add a friend, come down here, click this add friend button. We'll click that, we'll get a pop-up, type in the name of the player you would like to add as a friend, hit the request friend button here, and it will send them an invite. If they accept the invite, they'll be added to your friends list. If they decline it, they will not. And then we can also cancel out of this pop-up, and let's do that. So we'll cancel out. So that's all there is to adding a friend. Now, once you have some friends, you have some options about using this to communicate with them. So let's pick Airmoon. He's a good guy. He's in the Praetorian Legion. So if you're looking for a good unit, I would talk with those guys. I think they're great players. I've played against them several times, and they're just a blast to play against. So I would imagine it'd be all kinds of fun to play with. So let's double click on his row here, and you can see we get a little tab in our chat box that says the player's name. Now I've typed something in here to show you what you will see if you type stuff. So let's type some more. So we'll type some more, and we'll hit enter. It'll give me a message that he's offline, so he can't get the message. But if he were online and say in a match, it would let him know when he got out by making that button flash blue that he had a message. He could come in here and look and see that I was talking to him, and then we could chat in between matches. So that's all there is really to the chat functionality. So we'll close out of this. As you can see, it does tell us the player's name and then their status, whether they're offline in a match or in the testing grounds or such. So that's all there really is to talking with somebody. If you want the full list of functions, what you can do is single click on a player, and it'll let you do give you some options to do some stuff with them. So I could send a message, and that's exactly what I just showed you with the double click. I could invite him to my unit, and he would receive a invite to my unit if I clicked on this. And of course, it's just pop-ups. So if we click on that, do I want to send an invitation? No, I don't. I know he's in the unit, so we'll cancel out of that. And then we'll, oops, I double clicked. We'll single click, and then we can block users and remove users. And that works the exact same way. You get a pop-up, hey, do you want to block or remove this user? Hit yes or cancel. And that's really all there is to these particular set of social functions. So let's go over to the unit one. Now mine's going to be empty. There's nobody in my unit but me. But if there were, I would have the exact same options as I do in friends in the unit section. So that's really all there is to using the unit stuff. Next, we'll go over to alerts. Now, I don't have any alerts, but let's say I had an invite from somebody to be a friend. It would say right here, friend invite from whoever, accept or decline. That's all there is to really using the alert section. Now, this last part is probably the most valuable for new players. It's the looking for group section. So let's say you've just started playing and you don't know where to find a group. Come here. So as you can see, the accordion has this big blue button in the center. Add me to the looking for group queue. This is a great place to start looking for a group. So you click this. It will ask you whether you want a public group queue or community warfare. If you're brand new, I would say go with the first option. Community warfare is pretty rough. I shouldn't say rough. It's very fun mode. But if you're a newer player, you may not have the skill set to cope with what you're going to be dealing with in community warfare. So I'm always cautious with new players to tell them that it's the end game mode. This is hardcore. This is where the best, well, some of the best players hang out. I shouldn't say the best players because there are a lot of really good mech warriors that aren't in units. So I don't want to say the best, but chances are you'll be facing veteran players with tricked out mechs, and they're on comms and they're played several matches together, so they really work as units. So I always like to warn people that community warfare can be a tough road to hoe if you're new, so you might want to start with the public looking for group queue. So we'll start there, we'll hit OK, and then it'll give us a list of all the public groups that are available. Right now, there's one. It is created by the player Ghost Sun. We see that there are 5 people in it, and they're all online. I would hope so. I'm not quite sure where they have online on here. Well, I suppose if you came out here, it would say in a match too, so you'd know that they were actually playing. But that's all there is to it. I'm not going to click on this. I will show you what happens when you do by doing other options. I don't want to get his hopes up that there's another player joining. So we'll just leave looking for group, and then we'll come back to that big blue button. And then let's create our own groups, and we'll see what happens when we are in the lobby for creating a group. So let's create a group. It will ask us what type. We can do public or community warfare. They both work the same way. So if we hit OK, we get a new pop-up on the left here that says public group. It lets us know who the leader is. That would be me because I created the group. It'll let me know what my selected mech is, the class of that mech, and then my status. When you're ready, just hit this and it'll say ready, so that way the group leader knows if you're ready to launch. Once everybody's ready, the match will start. So let's talk about some of the features we have. So once we all click ready, we come up here to this group launch, we click that, and that would launch the group once everybody is ready. So that's how you would launch your group if you are the leader. If not, you're just waiting for everybody to get ready and your leader to click group launch. So let's talk about this select mech. You can change your mech. As you can see, we get the same information that we get on the ready button. If you need to know more about, or I shouldn't say the ready button, but the play now button. If you need more information about the play now button, check out my tutorial on that particular functionality. But it does just give us some information about what's going on in the queues. Now next to the select mech button on the right there is this little arrow. This brings you up to the select mech portion of the mech lab. So if we click on that, I'm sorry, that this button gives you the ability to choose your different game modes. And again, check out my Play Now tutorial where I go through what all this stuff means. What I meant to say is if you click select mech, you get a condensed version of the mech lab. I do apologize for my kludgy use of this. As I said, I'm a solo player. I just want to show you how to use this, so I come out here to show people how to use it and then never use it myself. So what you get here is the select mech portion of the mech lab. It's exactly the same. So if you need to know more information about that, check out my select mech tutorial. I'll go through how you pick your different battle mechs. But as you can see, I've got my Ebon Jaguar C selected. I could go to my Prime, hit save, and now you can see I'm going to drop in my Prime. So now that we've talked about the information that's available here, we come to the bottom. It lets us know what our unit composition is. So no lights, no mediums, 1 heavy, that's me, and then no assaults, and the total of 1 battle mech. It's not a group, that's why I can't launch a group. Well, a group of 1 is a thing, but not what they're looking for. They're looking for at least 2 pilots. If you decide you no longer want to be part of a group, just click leave group, and that takes you back to where you were. So let's go to create group again, and we'll just show you how community warfare is exactly the same. So we'll hit OK. And I shouldn't say it's exactly the same, but you get a lot of the same functionality. Let you know the players. You still have the option to pick game modes, but it doesn't matter. And what this will do is it will drop you in the mechs you have selected in the faction tab for creating your drop deck. I do have a tutorial for that. Check that out if you need to. But it works pretty much the same once everybody's ready. So we can click ready. Once everybody's ready, I can't click ready because it's just me, but once everybody's ready, we can hit the group launch button and off we go. And again, we can leave the group, and we do see that we get another tab for our community warfare group in our chat. So let's leave group. And then finally what you can do is if you have some premium time, you can create a private lobby, which this will allow you to create a match for you and your friends to play in with some slightly different rules, but it's not as big as you think. So we could pick a game mode. So we can say random, assault, conquest, or skirmish. We can pick our region. So if we're in North America or Europe, we can pick a map. So you can pick your map, or you can choose a random. How much tonnage we can bring. So 0 to 1,200 tons for our units. As you can see, it's 3 lances. So just like a standard match. Um, Full teams, yes or no. Match time, we can adjust the match time anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes. We can do our view mode. We can say both. We can say third person only or first person only. This is referencing your in-game view. There is a way to have a drone behind your battle mech or a view of looking out of the cockpit of your battle mech. So this restricts you to one mode if you so desire. And then of course we have our match here. So it tells us total tonnage for my team is 65 tons because that's how much my Ebon Jaguar weighs. It'll tell you which players are in the Lance, just like you see at the beginning of a match. We have a ready button, so I could drop all by myself if I wanted to. I'm not going to do that though. So just this general information. So your faction, your founders, or not your founders tag, but your badge that you can earn on the forums, your unit, your player name, your mech, your tonnage, and then of course whether you're ready or not. And then here's your lances. You can organize these however you like. Here is a chat box so everybody can chat. So we have an all chat, a team chat, and a lance chat, so we can chat before we drop. And then again we have a select mech button, so I can come up here, select mech, and again we see the select mech feature just like it is in the Mech Lab. That's really all there is to creating a private match. And what I should have done is figured out how to get out of here before I started this tutorial. So let's resign command. Nope, that just lets us take Lance command and company command. Oh, I didn't see it. It's right here on the left hand, leave lobby. So we can leave the lobby if we no longer wish to create that private match. And that closes out completely of the social function. So let's open that back up. And that is an overview of the social functions that are available in MechWarrior Online. As always, I hope you've enjoyed the tutorial. If you have a question, would like to see a specific tutorial, or anything else, please let me know in the comments for this video below. And as always, have great luck on the battlefield, and I hope to see you there. Thanks for watching.